Listen, we are back. Make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New. And honey, I am back in the building. Listen. We got a big show today, honey. One of y'all sent me this clip of Melody going in on the Fletchers. Now, I need you guys to immediately get in the comments. Tell me if this is old. I am really asking. I'm going to address it. I believe I did address something that you all sent me before. As far as Melody airing out the Fletchers, I'm wondering, though, is this the same thing? I don't think so, but I'm not sure. Is this recent, you guys? Y'all put it in the comments. But she mentions why she stopped dealing with them. You know, why she stopped trusting them. So let's take a listen to that, honey.
Which is out. Confirmation came to me when you just never know who knows who in this city, which is so interesting. But confirmation came to me, y'all, when an HVAC friend of mine visited their home. They probably didn't know he knows me. Probably doesn't even know, I consider him a friend. I've known him for years. But when an HVAC friend of mine visited their home because they had something going on with their HVAC, and this was in the last maybe 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, and the topic of the show came up, and the topic of, I guess, am I really going off the show that I'm really, yeah. And then Chris took the opportunity to continue a rumor that he knew nothing about, haven't talked to me about, don't know if it's factual or not, but he took that opportunity to say that rumor to that man who actually knows me, but he didn't know he knows me.
Okay, so what is she talking about, guys? I tried to find the full live of what she was talking about. I'm gonna keep looking for it. But do y'all know exactly what she was talking about? I mean, she's been off the show for some time. So it's why would the Fletchers randomly just, start talking about her? Or why would they continue a rumor? Why? What would be the point? Listen, what is y'all doing? Okay. And I feel like this, since Nail and Mel were really cool and Melody is not on the show anymore, what I think Miss Nail should do is put up a united front as it pertains to Melody. At one point, she was your friend. Hell, you said you mentored her. Melody said, absolutely not. Melody said, honey, it didn't happen. But it doesn't make sense to me for Miss Nail and Chris to talk about Melody in a negative way, and she helped to give them a job, income. So I don't understand it, honey. I don't get off. So if y'all have any more information about this, just put it in the comments, honey. Listen, let's see what the people think about this. One person says she's beefing with the Fletchers. Another person says, I'm so tired of seeing other black women telling black women what and how and long they can talk or speak on a situation regarding them. That part. Because she has the right to, come out and say why she's not dealing with them. Another person says rumors. Who has time for all of that? Why are y'all acting like this lady can comment on some shiggity that pertains to her? Another person, it's always what someone has done or said about her. She never does anything wrong. Another person says, why is she still speaking on them in the show? Hell, she was probably asked. She was probably asked about them. And whoever was talking to the Fletchers tried to make it seem like, well, is Melody really gone? And I guess they said, well, yeah, she's really gone. She's not coming back. And then they proceeded to talk about whatever they were talking about. That's what we trying to get to the bottom of. The person goes on to say, I thought she left because she didn't want to be a part of it anymore. Well, this is her baby. And I told y'all about this. I told y'all once and I told y'all twice. And next time I ain't gonna be so nice. Listen, that's like Nene never talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta anymore. Okay, it's just not gonna happen. We're still talking about Wendy Williams. Okay, and how she had the best daytime TV show, okay, like more than any of the girls, more than Sherry, J-Hud shit should have been canceled. She a horrible, I said it, goddammit, she a horrible interviewer. Cancel that shit, honey. Just all out of place, honey. Just go and sing, okay, go and sing a song, okay, but yeah, J-Hud should not have a talk show. Sherry, I'm kind of sad about her show being canceled, but we will talk about that at another time, okay? But y'all get my point. Like, just because you're not on a show anymore, it doesn't mean you can't talk about it. For instance, hell, the people from Living Single, they developed a podcast. Shout out to Erica Alexander and Kim Coles. They developed a podcast called Reliving Living Single. So are they not to ever talk about the show anymore, even though it's been off the air for over 20 plus years? This is her baby. This is something she came to Carlos King about. Okay? So she could talk about the show. She can answer questions about the show. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that I feel like Miss Nell and Chris should tread lightly. I think that they should proceed with caution. I do. I feel like it is not in good faith to speak negatively about Melody, especially about any personal, issues they may have with her. Let that stay between, all of y'all. But don't tell, this outside person, because they don't know. They wasn't there. How y'all feel about that? That's how I just feel. I'm not saying they don't have the right to dislike, some of the stuff that she does. She has a right to dislike the shit that they, was doing on the show or outside of the show. Or hell, Chris Fletcher, didn't he hook headed up with Trisha? Okay, like what type of shit is that? He shouldn't have been trying to find Martell no woman and you supposed to be counseling him. That didn't make no sense to me. And I felt like it gave me Scott tease. It gave me Marceau and Maurice, we're going to hang out with the side chick tease. Even though we know your wife and we claim to be her friend and respect her, right? That's what it's giving. It's like, damn, don't none of these people have your back. It's not a good look. Another person says, this is old. This was when she was on the show. Somebody is saying, okay, there are people that are saying this is old. But this clip, I've been seeing it like go around. I've been seeing it go around for a while now. So what do y'all think? But one person says, so I'm starting to gather Chris Fletcher needs to be on someone's Housewives franchise because he likes to gossip and keep up drama. Chris always spilling tea on castmates, it seems. Say what you want about Chris, but Nell, I ride at dawn for Miss Nell against those other heifers. I know that's right. I love this hair color that Mel has. It is so pretty. I love it, honey. Melody girl, I'm gonna need the color of that wig you got on, girl. Okay, give it to me. I love it. Oh, it's so pretty. Got that red up in there. Yes. So another person says, you are off the show. What people say is their business. You know who you are. You got bigger and better things to do. See, I don't like these type of comments. We know she has bigger and better things to do. She's always doing it. She still has a fan base. She still, got people that probably ask her questions about, well, why you don't talk to the Fletchers no more? And why this and why that? And, what happened with you and Carlos? Okay. Oh. Baby, guess who broke up? Guess who broke up, baby? They talking about Joy and Clifton then broke up. Down to the Love and Marriage DC. That show ain't been on in 2 years, honey. Carlos, when the damn show coming back? When is it coming back? Run it back. I like Love and Marriage DC. I've been to DC before and I really like it, you guys. Honey, I really do. I love Love and Marriage DC, and I like it better than Detroit. I wish they would bring it back. I would like it more than Huntsville. Okay, so yeah. Another person says Chris is always doing this type of stuff, and then Nell always has to defend him and fall out with everybody. That's exactly what happened with Tisha and Nell. It started with Chris. Ooh, child, what y'all think of that? I see what the person is kind of saying, though. Latifah and Kimmy, they haters, though. I see what the person is saying, though. You know how you can objectively see what somebody is saying, but still kind of disagree? That's kind of where I'm at with it. Because Latifah and Kimmy, they are haters of Nell. One thing I like about Miss Nell is the fact that Chris did step out on her. He did cheat in the past, but I felt like she was very honest and mature about what happened. Right? Where we don't get that with Latifah and Kimmy. They like to, put up this facade that their marriages are perfect, when we all see that, both the girls are in burning houses. And Kimmy, look, we really see that you in a burning house. We see that Maurice, honey, look, he's standing there, honey, with the lighter fluid, honey. Okay, say it ain't so, say it ain't so. You need to take your things and go. Get away from that man, honey. But yeah, he not trying to fight for that marriage. He over there talking about sex. Oh, I need it 2 and 3 times. And see, this is why like I told y'all, this is why I don't want to be married. And it's very important for me to not be in the wrong relationship where a person, I've never had, though, anybody I dealt with asking for all this sex. Like, so thank God. Look, knock on wood, baby, for that. But I think that is very sick. I think it's twisted where, like, that's where all your focus goes with somebody that you love, what they can do in the bedroom. That's very, like, superficial. And that explains why he treated her the way he treated her when she got the breast cancer. That, it just, while she was fighting that battle, everything just makes so much sense. Because now that you have something of some substance, that should bring you and your wife together closer. But no, you go down to the Carlos King and tell him, yeah, Kimmy got to roll over and take it. She know what to do. She know to fall into position regardless of what she going through. Like, I just couldn't be married. I'm sorry, you guys. I couldn't be married to no man like that. I want somebody to really love me. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want to really be, like, loved. Like, baby, we got this, I'm going to hold it down for you. I'm going to be your biggest fan. I'm just really going to hold you down. I'm going to be your ride or die when it comes to this very serious prognosis. Like, I'm I'm really going to have your back for better and for worse. Like, this is why you fucking get married. Not for all the sex. It's the stuff in life that can knock you down and make you not want to get back up. And, you know, I just, child, I would say I feel bad for Kimmy. I feel bad, you know, for her health situation, right, that she went through. Regardless if I like her or not, right, I feel bad for that. I don't know if I feel bad for this shiggity with Maurice, because I feel like she does nothing but defend him. She never holds him accountable. It's very similar to Toya and Eugene in a sense. And Eugene, his punk ass did it again on that interview with Carlos King. He wanted to hurry up and keep overly defending Toya. And I'm like, that's why Toya out of control now. She like a chihuahua, honey, without the leash, honey, just wandering around. See, that's not love to me. You have to hold your partner accountable and responsible for their bad behavior. Stop making excuses for them. Stop trying to blame it on other people like Heavenly and Quad, and I'm more mad at them and they repeated what she said, and we're going to talk about it. When I tell you, soon as I saw they ass on the thumbnail, I said, oh yes, got your ass, Mr. Postman, I'm coming. Okay, I'm going to get Toya and Eugene together. The main questions that Carlos should have asked them about moving all those times and what are they trying to prove and why do they have to spend so much fucking money on these houses and their lifestyles more than, hell, the people that are actual doctors on the show, like what, Heavenly, Jackie, Simone, they don't even be spending all their money like that. So it's just like, I wish Carlos would have asked them better questions. I felt like he just kept it too safe. And I felt like Toya interrupted way too fucking much. That is not good. When a woman interrupts like that, to me, she's not happy. She may look happy on the outside in her marriage, in her relationship, but you don't feel heard. And she did say that in the interview, so that's very interesting. But she kept interrupting, and it was a nervous, I need to keep talking. I'm going to keep talking. You know, like, and Toya overshares anyways. And honey, we be loving it, honey, but look, she paid for it later. But honey, let's shake a bone and get the hell on. Y'all let me know, is this shit old or not? Because I was like, I thought we talked about this. But y'all insisted, honey, Miss Robinson talk about it. Okay, so back to Joy and Clifton. It says, according to the Jasmine brand, Clifton is listed as the petitioner asking Joy for the divorce. So she's the defendant. Nor Joy nor Clifton has publicly addressed the divorce as of press time. What y'all think of that? I like them together. I did. I like them on the show. Oh, let me talk about this whole thing with Quad and King, and they broke up. Toya, you ain't shit, and Quad, Toya is not your friend. Quad, Toya is not your friend. I could tell by how she did that interview with Carlos King. She is not your friend. She still follows King. Why are you still following him? That's Eugene's friend. If Eugene want to be cool with him, that's different. But I feel like you do owe Quad some loyalty, and you need not follow that man. Well, me and Quad, you know, we still working on it. Bitch, you don't like Quad, and you never will, because you can't stand on your own. And it makes you sick that Quad was able to get that home and stand on her own. Okay? And just like Quad said, you got a man and you still moving every fucking season. And you got a man. You supposedly got a good man, Savannah. And you got to move all them times. Carlos should have asked, how does your children feel about moving all those times? Do they have PTSD? That's what he should have been asking Toya and Eugene. That's what he could have asked them. Because that's what we need to talk about. and get out of this, well, yeah, they just such a good couple and Eugene's such a good man. Eugene does not have boundaries. I repeat, Eugene does not have boundaries. So he's not really a good man all like that. And y'all did hear that they are in counseling, I bet. I wonder, does Toya let the therapist talk? Because all that interrupting and I already know what to say and all that nervous energy and that laugh and I cannot stand that laugh she does. But yeah, she gonna tell Carlos, I don't unfollow people. Y'all know Simone has unfollowed Jackie, and she says that Jackie is still taken up for Heavenly, the devil. Simone, you childish as hell. And Jackie said she wasn't on either one of y'all's side. She felt like both of y'all are wrong. Simone is childish because she feels like if you're not on her side, then now you're her enemy. So this is somebody that is unwilling to be held accountable and responsible for their bad behavior. They want yes men around them. Ain't that right, Toya? Toya is her yes man. Okay? And Toya was also down to the Carlos King not holding Simone accountable and responsible for her bad behavior. She was just blaming Heavenly. And see, if you keep this up, Toya, y'all will be canceled. Just like Basketball Wives, just like Loving Hip Hop. Okay? All them shows are gone because guess what? They kept using the same tired ass formula. Same tired ass formula. We're going to blame Heavenly for everything. Yeah, we'll just blame her and we can keep getting our check. So let's see what these people are talking about when it comes to Quad and King. So somebody came up with this statement saying, so this couple has officially called it quits. Even though they had been broken up since last year, it's obvious that the relationship was not only fake allegedly, but was only done as a get back to Sweet Tea and Quad's ex Greg. I don't think it was just that. Who the fuck are they? Okay. The fact that so many folks did not see this a mile away is just weird to me. Baby, let's scratch that. Because the more I read that, I said, child, y'all, we not about to do that where we are uplifting Dr. G and Sweet Tea, Tart Tea, honey. We not doing that. So let's just look. Let's bring all of that to a close, okay? Let's go on the other side of the tracks, okay? And let's go to Quad's statement about the relationship. Quad says, Kirk, oh, now he's Kirk, no more King. See, shit change, honey, real quick when you break up with somebody. Don't I know it, honey? You be like, I love you. I love you. I love you. I hate you. I hate you. Remember Yvette from Baby Boy? Oh, Jay. Honey, tell me I ain't by myself. But Quad says, Kirk and I mutually decided to bring our relationship to a close in 2025. Quad tells us, while our time together encompassed many meaningful moments, that chapter of my life has now been concluded. I wish him well. In 2026, I am focused on moving forward with clarity and purpose. Thank you for your support. This stupid nincompoop King, he couldn't wait and let the show play out. He couldn't wait until Quad announced it at the reunion. Like, no morals, no values, no integrity. Now I'm looking at last season like, my nigga, you was hella performative, pretending to defend Quad's honor, pretending to be this stand-up guy, pretending to be loyal. To be loyal to her, because what you guys have to understand is even after a relationship is over, a friendship, marriage, or regular, long-term relationship, you can still be, cordial. Honey, I don't know why I needed that big ass pause. Look, just to come up with the word cordial, honey. But yeah, you could still be on good terms. You don't have to trash the person. You don't have to try to malign the person. You don't have to try to sabotage the person. All you are doing is showing your character. And Quad, I feel like, showed a lot of grace, a lot of maturity about the situation, and King did not, because he's literally talking to fans, talking about because one of them was flirting with him, talking about, yeah, Quad's such a lucky woman, and then he said her luck ran out. That's what King said to the person. And he said, I've been left that situation and all this shit. And then you still cool with Toya and Eugene, letting their son rent out a Ferrari. And I'm completely against Toya, for still supporting him, and he's acting like shit towards Quad. And she's supposed to be your friend, right? And I don't want to hear this shit, oh, they just working on it. No, you kind of gotta take a side, bitch. Can't play both sides. You gotta take a side. You gotta put that to a side. You gotta choose a side, and you gotta be on the right side. And these bitches is always talking about they girls until a nigga is involved. Well, a dick and balls, okay? So yeah, Toya, you know better, but you reap what you sow, and do better. Do better. And I feel like that's wrong as hell. And the people, they go get all up in Quad's ear and let her know that you ain't her friend. Because Toya got on that interview and was like, we cool and all, but I like King, and he cool with my husband, and I'm still no, if he want to hang out with Eugene, I feel like that's fair. They like each other. That's cool. Let the men do men things. But as it pertains to Quad, and you see how this man is treating her, but why are we fucking surprised? Because you bitches didn't have her back when Dr. G was taking a battery out of her damn car and going upside her head. Y'all didn't have her back. Y'all didn't have her back when she had to divorce him, when he was out here embarrassing her and cheating on her and lying to her. Okay? Y'all didn't have her back then. So, yeah. But Quad girl, I would cancel that shit. I wouldn't want no friendship with Toya Bush Harris. That bitch ain't even her own friend. She ain't even her kid's friend. Because, hell, she wouldn't have them moving every September. Okay? So, child, it's a mess. But I'm happy that Quad is finally moving on. And, she could find somebody that will treat her better. Because I didn't like he kept taking digs at her and her body. We know that Quad's body is sick. And he talking about, well, she a big bag. Well, why you gotta spend so much money? Why you gotta wear designer this, designer? Shut your ass up. Don't worry about it, you funny looking nigga. And King is not all that cute. He look better than Dr. G. I give him that, but he ain't all that cute. Let's shake a bone and get the hell on. We got my girl Keke Palmer. Says she never wants to live with a romantic partner, even if married. I don't want nobody in my house. I know that's right. I don't mind dating, having a long-term relationship, but you keep your place and I keep mine, and that's it. Run away from me with this. In these relationships now, motherfuckers turn into weirdos and they want to possess you. I remember when I last lived with a man. No, that wasn't the last one, child. Look, let me not tell that lie, but this was I think the first guy I moved in with, he locked himself out of the house because he couldn't figure out where the hell I was. And I just went to the store. Yeah, weird. Well, yeah, I'm come to where you coming to, and no, Don't act weird and possessive in your relationships. Don't blow up people's phones. Don't stalk them. Don't do none of that weird ass shit. Okay? A lot of people do a lot of shit that they can't take back. Okay? First impressions are a mother. They really are. So what y'all think about what she got to say? I don't blame her. I agree with her. I don't want to live with nobody. I don't. People act weird and possessive like you are their piece of property. When you're in a marriage and a relationship, especially a relationship, that person, they're not yours. They are their own person. They were born alone. They will die alone. They don't need you trying to possess them. I think that is so sick. That is so sick, honey. So what y'all think of that? My only issue with Keke Palmer is she needs to stop interviewing with these toxic ass men and laughing and flirting with them. And child, wouldn't be me, baby. Oh, real quick, when it comes to Quad and King. King sent this message out to Quad. Keep my name honest and yours stays protected. King says again, don't use your friend. Shut your ass up, King. Shut your ass up. And I heard he was just trying to get back with Quad. Okay? So, yeah, like if you don't want to be with Quad, nigga, stop hanging out with her friend circle. Move the hell on down the road. So, yeah, I don't like King, you guys. So ghetto and so rude. Absolutely. Oh, real quick. Let me say this. Let's shake a bone and get the hell on. Toya and Eugene, they said something that contradicted themselves. We'll talk about it more in my next video, but I want to put this out here, right? Toya and Eugene mentioned that Quad rushed King into a long-term relationship and then started to, rush him into having a baby. First off, didn't y'all make a big fucking deal for years that she didn't have a spouse, and the minute she fucking gets one, it's too fast? Are you, especially you, Toya, and all your Tifuses, y'all, that whole fucking cast, probably besides Heavenly and Jackie, they all got on Quad about her love life. Everybody kept asking year after year, Simone, when you gonna have a baby? When you gonna have a baby? You know you're getting up there. The girl tries to, kill two birds with one stone, and y'all still mad, and y'all still complaining, and y'all still bitching and moaning and saying the girl, did the thing the wrong way. I don't think she did it the wrong way. It was with the wrong person, really. Okay, because shit, King was down for whatever when he was down for it. It kind of looked like he got what he wanted. He got some of the fame that Quad had, and then it's like, yeah, now I want to move on. Now I done got, what I wanted, right? Which isn't right. I don't feel like you do people like that. But, I thought that was so weird. These are the same people that tell us to stop asking why they move so much. Never. We will never stop asking that. But that was stupid. Well, yeah, we feel like she just rushed. Y'all was the main ones. Eugene, didn't you say Quad was miserable because she didn't have a man? And Toya over there with you? And she wasn't even happy at the time when she was calling Quad divorced. What did she call her? I can't think of what she said exactly, but she was trying to shade Quad for being single. So it's just like, y'all got a lot of nerve. Oh, child. When I tell you that damn Toya and Eugene, they get on my damn nerves, honey. Let's talk about Ray J real quick. The singer and entrepreneur, 45, shared a more hopeful update on his health. Remember he said like his heart was like operating at like 25%. Now he done got Princess to let him see the kid. I wouldn't have did all of that. I never believed this health scare. Ray J is the biggest fucking attention seeker ever. You never see Brandy acting like this. The one with all the damn talent. That's what's so interesting. Okay? That's what's so... Brandy don't never act like this. He likes attention. And he has got out of hand with it. I don't wish him any bad on his health. I do wish him well, right? He has children, right? So I don't want Ray J to struggle with his health. That's not where I'm coming from. But I just never knew what to believe or what not to believe. Because Ray J he comes off as being narcissistic. And like he would use his health to be manipulative, towards Princess. And try to get back in her and the kids' lives so he can wreak havoc again. And come with the chaos and the drama and the confusion. Okay? And look, Princess is a better woman than me because we would have been done. Really. We would have, I don't care how heartless it seems, how harsh it seems. You got to let these toxic people go because they will destroy these children's lives and not give a damn about it and just blame everything on outside circumstances. So, yeah. And Princess, you another one. You got money, bitch. You don't need Ray J. You're a good poker player, honey, okay? So, Real Housewives of Potomac had a ratings high for the season 10 finale of Andy Cohen's interview with Karen Huger. They got a 0.763 rating. What do y'all think of that? And did y'all feel like it was too soon for Karen to do that interview with Andy? Put it in the comments. We're going to talk about that again on another video. But y'all let me know what y'all think of this. Congratulations to Halle Berry on her engagement to Van Hunt. That's according to TMZ. I'm not going to congratulate Halle. Halle girl, Halle. No ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay, you've been happy for all these years. Don't you marry that man. Something happened, Halle, when you marry these niggas. I mean, I'm just saying. Listen, I hope he do her right. Why do women have to get married, you guys? Why? What is wrong with Halle? You've been there, done that. Had to pay the child support. Okay, well, y'all ain't gonna have no kids together, but I wouldn't be with him anymore. No, not I wouldn't be with him. I wouldn't marry him. I would continue to be long term with him. But all this tying yourself through paperwork, I wouldn't do it. Okay, so the people, honey, they react to Sherri Shepherd's show getting canceled. You guys, like I said before, I'm sad about that. I feel like Sherri was the right woman for the job. She always looked pretty. She was very friendly and jovial with her guests. She was always excited to see them. She had a lot of energy. She's just funny and very entertaining and very sweet. That's hard to get in, with a daytime talk show host. It is. To have all the qualities, honey, all the things. And they cancel you anyways, child. Let's see how the people are reacting to this. Oh, really quickly, I want to also make a note that the people are saying that Kelly Clarkson, she made the announcement about her show not coming back, but people are mad that they didn't give Sherri, that same grace. Like it was already announced on, just several media platforms. So that does seem tacky, and that, I don't know, it just seems uncouth and nasty. I feel like Sherri doesn't deserve that. But what do you all think of that? And let me see what the people think about all of this, honey, because, honey, it's a lot. So one person says Sherri getting canceled before Jennifer Hudson is insane. Yeah, Jennifer Hudson's ass, when I saw that interview she did with Eddie Murphy, and she kept asking him, did you go to your daughter's wedding? Why weren't you at the wedding? Did you sing at the wedding? And the motherfucker had already told her they eloped. We weren't there, like, and she was, but did you sing? But was the kids there? Was the rest of your children there? Like, she just kept on and on. Bad interviewer, not listening. And girl, hell, you can get somebody, look, Funky Dineva could do a better job than her. Michelle A.T. Alien Brown could do a better job than her. For real. It's like, she was horrible. You got very beautiful, talented, can sing her ass off, but she should not have a talk show. She's horrible. Who else? I think is Sherry being canceled, her, Jay Hudson, who else? Or somebody else. So let's see what these people got to say. So one person says there's no longevity in talk shows anymore, like Oprah and Wendy. No more. Those days are over. Another person says daytime hasn't been the same to me since Wendy left. Another person says absolutely no shade, but I believe J Hud is staying, but Sherry is getting canceled. That's crazy. Yeah, her show way better. Way better. Another person says, wait a minute, so they can cancel Sherry's show but not Drew's show? That woman is as boring as a dishwasher. Not the damn not the dishwasher. Look, not the dish rag. What Mama Joyce tell Karma, I'll drag your ass like a damn rag down. Up and down the street. Oh, Lord. Another person, dang, I like the Sherry show, but I just didn't watch it like I watched Wendy Williams. Wendy was good at her job. She did a good job. I wish her all the best in her future endeavors. Sherry's going to be good. She's going to be good. Very talented. Another person says, I think it's time for Kelly, but not necessarily for Sherry. Who the hell is Kelly? Kelly Clarkson. Okay. And I like Kelly Clarkson. She got a beautiful voice. Another person says, I was just about to ask how Sherry got canceled before Jennifer, and I see many feeling the same way. Yeah, and you would think that Jennifer Hudson got a big personality, like she would be funny and witty, and she has some of that, but it's like she does not listen. She does not listen and ask the right questions. She don't be having the right follow-up questions. I don't know. I don't get it. Something ain't clean, honey, in the buttermilk. Last but not least, honey, we got Evelyn Lozada. Don't talk about my daughter. Like Shani, like she talked about Shanice, like Leo, like that's my son. Those are my kids. Like I could punch Shani, like. But anyway, she was crying over Basketball Wives ending. I get it. You did the show for a long time. You are attached to it. You attached real bad, honey, because you kept coming back. I was like, God damn, ain't it something else you could do? You're beautiful. You in shape. Like, Evelyn, you have all the things, and you just kept running back to your support dog, which is Basketball Bullies. Okay, and it's just like, why didn't you already see this coming? Why didn't you could have been parlayed this into acting. Look at Tammy over there living her best life. Okay, and it's just like, and I know that Evelyn, she has bodysuits, I believe, and I like Evelyn's style. I give her that. Like I said, very beautiful woman. I do like how she dresses. She's very stylish to me. And I will always love her for the hoop earrings, honey. Y'all remember the Basketball Wives earrings, honey, was everything when they first came out. And not heaven. I was going to say heavily. Evelyn took part of that trend, right? But for you not to have a fucking backup plan, ma'am, at 50, and you that made all this money from this show, you got all these contacts, you got people probably out here want to work with you. Like, why didn't you pivot? Could y'all let me know, put in the comments, let me know why Evelyn is crying about this now. Okay, I do get you had an emotional attachment to the show. You know, it was kind of your baby. You was the star of it. You know, I do understand that, but you didn't see this shit coming? I wonder how my girl Jackie Christie feel, honey. Carlos, you better get the girls down to your podcast. I want to know how they feel about this, okay? So let's see what the people think. One person says, has Evelyn ever been an actual basketball wife? Another person says her daughter is looking like, I'm so glad this shit is over. Another person says, don't cry. Zeus might pick it up. Y'all just got to start fighting. Oh, not fighting, honey. Another person, they tried to ruin Tammy and she's winning over all of them. Shawnee included, that part. Another person says very few were truly basketball wives, more like wags. I guess it's overdue to Shawnee onto the other stuff with her husband Keon, religious stuff. Not the religious stuff. You know what I thought though? When the news came out about Jen's man, you know, allegedly scamming the people, child, okay? I thought that they was go do, you know, part 2 of the season and we was going to find out more about that. I feel like they should have ended it properly. I do. I feel like when something is on that long, you need to put a button on it. Evelyn also mentioned that Drea Michelle, y'all know Drea, she wants there to be a finale of Basketball Wives. Maybe like a last dinner and invite some of the girls back. Laura Govan wants to come. She probably ain't going to be able to come. Not if Evelyn there. Y'all know Shawnee do anything that Evelyn want her to do, child. Another person says, Evelyn, maybe Tyler Perry will hire you. Another person says the show should have ended years ago. I concur. I agree. To be honest, the show never showed the women in professional growing. Tammy, they could have followed her acting. The designer, they could have showed more of her doing that. Yeah, that's that one girl. Put her name in the comments. I forgot it. I liked her. We want real wives and girlfriends, not just fighting and plotting. We wanted to see them getting ready for game day. Camp with their kids, focus on them going to school, getting a degree, being a mom on the road. I will say this though, you guys, I hear what everybody is saying. Everybody always wants something to be more positive. The problem with positivity is y'all don't want to watch that. Okay. Y'all will watch the mess over the positivity. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. Another person says, Evelyn needs a spinoff. Should Evelyn do a spinoff? Carlos King says he feel like Evelyn only works with an ensemble cast. That's where, you know, she really comes alive at. You know, when she had her other show, she was different. I liked her on her other show with Shanice. I was cool. I didn't need all the drama. I just love seeing Evelyn look, emphasis on look like she was changing. That's what I wanted to see. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. How y'all feel about that? I don't know. I just don't get why these people are so shocked that this shit is over. I'm really happy Love and Hip Hop is over. I felt like that was worse than Basketball Bullies. I was just so sick of them. I said, this shit is still on. And then on Love and Hip Hop Miami, they had Larissa, aka Boots from Flavor of Love. They had her going at Shay. Okay, y'all remember they used to be on Flavor of Love together. I think it was season 2. And it's like, if y'all don't get these damn recycled ass people. They did kind of start the reality TV wave, though. That Flavor Flav, that was really big. Honey, I was glued to the TV. I love me some VH1, child. So, yeah, what y'all think of that?